In today's Daily Dish, the first impressions of NBA Live 15 as the game has gone out through EA Access on Xbox One. TJ Lauerman joins me again to talk about the Extra Life charity campaign and a look ahead to tomorrow's Press Row podcast. Some early thoughts on NBA Live 15 after having spent about 5 hours playing now through EA Access. The game is definitely a significant improvement over Live 14. That's really the very least anyone should have expected. It feels to me like it's what Live 14 should have been. It's got a lot of issues, but some people will probably find fun to be had. The gameplay has much more fluidity to it, but there's still a stiffness that you can recognize really as an NBA Live staple, even going back to when the game was pretty good. Graphics are much improved, particularly the arenas and courts. Player faces are much better, but player models are probably the weakness there. CPU AI seems to run offense around shooting threes and then getting putback attempts. They love to take threes. There isn't a whole lot of off-ball movement for either your team or the CPU. Rebounding is much improved. That's probably the area that I'm most pleased with compared to Live 14. The problem is there's only like one or two rebounding animations, so you see the same thing over and over. I also like the steals and how you can get fast breaks out of them. Fast breaks were pretty much non-existent in Live 14. Shooting is a mixed bag. You get a sense for why you missed, but I can't remember any contested shots actually going in, even when you get a great release. You really need to have a wide open shot to nail it. Rising Star mode is once again very bland, and though I thought my AI-controlled teammates were more competent than those found in NBA 2K, I still found myself having to do the bulk of the scoring. You do control more things, how you can call for passes, and you always get the ball, and how you can force your teammates to shoot by pressing the shoot button. But I found myself bored within 2 games of the mode. There's just no hook there. Also, when you get drafted, it shifts everybody behind you 1 pick, so all the rookies are in the wrong places. Online games were plagued by input lag. Good luck making any outside shots. That's a familiar thing for anyone who played Live 14 online. Every shot comes up with a late release. I found myself even tapping the button, not holding it at all, and I still couldn't get the release right. The shot charts tell the story at the end. Overall, NBA Live 15 seems to me to be a decent game. Maybe not $60 value there, but it's certainly not the disaster that Live 14 was. It'll remain to be seen whether that's enough for this series to survive. For those of you with an Xbox One, an EA Access subscription will grant you the ability to play NBA Live 15 for a 6-hour period. The subscription service costs $5 a month or $30 if you choose to do it for a full year. You get 5 days early access with games for limited time play sessions, plus the Vault, which has some older EA titles that you can play to your heart's content. That includes games like Madden 25, FIFA 14, Need for Speed, Plants vs. Zombies, Garden Warfare, Peggle 2, and Battlefield. You'll also receive 10% off digital purchases from everything from the actual digital download of the game to downloadable content. So if you have interest in NBA Live 15 and an Xbox One, there are certainly worse ways to spend $5. He's known as ThatSportsGamer. TJ Lauerman returns after joining me on the Daily Dish, maybe 2 weeks ago now. He's here to talk more about the Extra Life charity and the raffle he's been able to put together for those who donate. Thanks for coming on again, TJ. What's the latest with your Extra Life drive?
Brian, always happy to be here hanging out with you. Got some great stuff in from some companies that wanted to donate some prizes to people that donate to my Extra Life campaign, I guess is the best word for it.
Mm-hmm.
So I got 3 tiers of prizes that you can win. There's a $10 donation level, a $15 donation level, and a $25 donation level. I guess we'll start with the $10 donation level. You'll be able to win a set of squid grips, which are like little grips that you stick onto your Xbox One or PS4 controllers to give you like extra comfort and nice and softness. I have 3 of those for Xbox One and PS4. I have 2 sets of 5 legendary MUT 15 packs on any console that you're on. I think they're like all gold players. I think they're like $10 a pop normally.
Okay.
So you'll win a set of 5 of those. If you win, I just need your console and gamer tag or PSN ID, and EA Sports will make magic happen and cards will show up.
Fancy.
I have a copy of the Madden NFL 15 Prima official games guide from the good people over at MaddenTips.com.
Which is absolutely helpful.
Yeah, it's also has I think it's $9 or $10 worth of MUT packs in there. So if you're a
Yep.
MUT guy, you can win lots of stuff here.
Mm-hmm.
I have copies of Madden NFL 15 that EA Sports sent over. Two on PS3, two on PS3, two on Xbox 360, and then one on PS4 and one on Xbox One. I have a couple others, but that's in the next tier.
Mm.
Also, the fine folks at the Golf Club game sent over two PS4 and two Xbox One copies of that. Those are for North America only. I think all this stuff is pretty much North America only because I'm not going to ship something to anywhere that costs way too much. And the way it's going to work, if you donate $10, you're entered into all those things. So in theory, you could actually probably win one of everything. So
Wow. Yeah.
definitely get in there.
Yeah, and that only the $10 tier?
That's just the $10 tier.
Oh man. So if you donate, give me everything. If you were to donate $25 or more, what do you have a chance of bringing home?
Well, first off, now you see you're getting ahead of us. For $15, let's get to the 15 first.
Oh,
this
yes.
is also a bonus.
Yes.
I have a autographed copy of Madden NFL 15 by cover athlete Richard Sherman, who plays for a
Nice.
team. I can't remember what it's called. I think you're a fan of them.
Uh-huh. I live in the area. Yes, I did.
Yes. And I also have a little Xbox One Madden bundle and a PS4 Madden bundle where you'll get a copy of the game, a copy of the Prima Guide, and a squid grip for either Xbox One or PS4.
Mm-hmm.
Those are at the $15 level. Then the $25 level is the granddaddy of them all.
Ooh.
You will win your choice of either a Cam Newton, Colin Kaepernick, or Richard Sherman autographed jersey from the good folks over at EA Sports, sending those over. So I'll pick three winners. The first person will get their choice of the three. Second person will get their choice of the last two. And the third person will get the remaining one. And the way it's going to work, because I'm all about giving people lots of opportunities to win things.
Mm-hmm.
So if you donate the $25 or if you donate the $15, you're also automatically entered into the $10 stuff. And so if you donate $25, you'd be entered into the $10 stuff twice. So here's the big thing. Do a $50 donation. Get 2 entries for a jersey, 5 entries for all that $10 stuff. If you do that, you'll probably win all the $10 stuff, and you'll be entered for the $15 stuff like 3 times.
That's crazy.
Tons of huge prizes.
Yeah, I mean, you shouldn't need motivation to donate to charity, but absolutely it's there, I mean, as a great bonus. And, you know, for what's coming up on Saturday, TJ, I know it's a big streaming effort, 24 hours, is that right? So what's going on Saturday the 25th?
So starting around 8 a.m. Eastern time, I'll start up my stream over at twitch.tv/ThatSportsGamer. I don't know what I'm going to start with. I think MLB The Show, because I've learned in the past, don't play that towards the second half of the marathon, because that's a game that will put you to sleep. Because that actually happened, I think, maybe it was like 3 years ago. My friend was over helping me stay awake, and I think we almost both fell asleep playing it. But thankfully, Matt Stairs came out to pinch hit, and he took off his hat and like tipped it to the crowd, and his bald head was there. We lost it at about 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, giggling like little girls. But yeah, that's a dangerous game to play at night. I'm going to be playing mostly sports games. I'll probably throw in a little bit of League of Legends and some other stuff. Going to try streaming maybe some of that WWE Supercard.
Oh, wow. You're going to pull out mobile games, too.
I'm going to try doing this whole Chromecast mobile thing.
Uh-huh.
Maybe some Marvel superhero quest puzzle thing I just downloaded today. That looks kind of fun. But yeah, 24 hours. I'll have multiple guests on. You'll be on. We'll play some games together.
Yep.
Not sure who else is going to be on, but I got 24 hours to kill. So if you guys want to come by, play some games, hit me up in the chat on twitch.tv/ThatSportsGamer. And if you need any more of the information about the prizes and stuff, that's all on thatsportsgamer.com/extra.
Thanks, TJ. Sounds great. And I know you went over it some, but I want to mention again to make sure to follow TJ at ThatSportsGamer on Twitter, twitch.tv/ThatSportsGamer, and donate to the Extra Life campaign at thatsportsgamer.com/extralife. Tomorrow, make sure to check out the brand new Press Row podcast. There's full panel discussion on the current state of NBA 2K15, expectations for NBA Live 15, and then host Rich Grisham and I discuss impressions of NBA Live 15, having now played a decent amount. You'll be able to find it on Pastapadre.com or subscribe to the Press Row podcast on iTunes or Stitcher for Android. Thanks, everyone, for listening through this episode of The Daily Dish. Make sure to check out Pastapadre.com for all the latest sports gaming news and analysis. Follow me on Twitter at Pastapadre and subscribe on YouTube. I'll be back tomorrow with the next Daily Dish.